So Mustang V6 review. And if that's what you're looking for, then guess what guys, you're in the right place. Today, I'm gonna break down my Mustang V6 and talk to you about the ins and outs of the vehicle. Now this is the X197 model, and this model years range from 2005 to 2014. So if you're looking for an X197 V6 Mustang review, here it is. All right, guys, so another thing I want to talk about, I want to get up under this hood to give you guys the real meat of what you're looking for when you're buying a Mustang, especially a V6. So as you can see from this hood, if you see from like any hood, if you ever see a Mustang, you see like this bubble effect. Like what this right here is, this is corrosion because for whatever reason, Ford decided to basically make a hood out of aluminum. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing aluminum corrosion. So keep that in mind when you're looking at trying to possibly purchase one of these Mustangs, or you have one and you're looking at this and you don't know what it is. Then that's what it is. So now we're gonna get right here to the engine, which is the V6 4.0. It's a Cologne engine, same engine they use for the Ford Explorer. So these are things that, like, you know, when you think about the Ford Explorer and they're using the same engine, it's like, I know it comes to mind, do I really want to buy this car? But at the end of the day, the Mustang V6 is a fun car. So now continuing on though, as you can see with mine, I do have a cold air intake, which is a K&N. Now I did get this intake just due to the fact that it was a Christmas present. So I do actually see an increased power and torque from this K&N air filter. So if that's something that you're into, definitely go and grab one. Now, just one of the major cons of owning a V6 Mustang, especially with the Cologne engine, is that the timing chain on these usually go bad around 150,000 miles. Now, the only thing that's really bad about that is that this timing chain is literally in the front of the car, well, in the front of the engine, and also in the back of the engine. So therefore, with it being in the back, there is no room for you to change it yourself. If you do change yourself, that's really, you can't just, it takes special tools. So with it taking special tools, everybody just doesn't have like just a shop just around. So it's like, you're gonna have to take it to a shop, and what it's also gonna require for this whole entire engine block to come out of this vehicle. And so that's why I say it's not for it's your normal do-it-yourself kind of guy. So, and when you think about the engine having to come out, you're looking at anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500, like at the least, of trying to get those timing chains fixed. They just get loose and the timing just goes off, and then eventually it starts to make noise, so you'll be able to hear it. Another thing I've done to underneath the engine of this vehicle is that red top battery. I did swap the other battery out. The other battery was bad, but like I said, Mustang V6 S197 Cologne engine, I mean, just try it. I mean, the car definitely has a lot of potential. I don't really see how you can necessarily go wrong with owning one, unless it gets to the point where like you just can't get the power out of it that you want. But nonetheless, there are plenty of upgrades that you can do to this car. For one, you have sites out there like American Muscle and CJ Pony Parts that literally cater to this car. So with that being said, there's plenty of aftermarket parts for this car, and since this is a Mustang, the parts are actually like cheap. They're not too bad. So I mean, there's just a lot, you know. But I mean, definitely don't, just because like I said, like the major con like of it being like the Mustang V6, the 4.0 engine itself, like just like I said, that timing chain, don't let it discourage you from going and getting you one, because I promise you, if you do get one, even if it's your first Mustang, you know, you can learn a lot from it. You learn how to work on it, especially if you're not a person that usually works on cars, you know. Now, as you can see from mine, since I already covered the engine, I'm just gonna go straight to the body. As I just did a full spin around of the car. Now, what I really do like about my Mustang V6 is that it is the retro it is pretty retro. This Mustang was pretty much inspired from the 1960 Mustangs. So what you see, that's that real muscle car look. So even if it's a Mustang V6 or a GT, at the end of the day, you get in it's the look. Everything under the hood down to like the engine and the transmission, you know, that can be changed. Now today, people are doing a lot of coyote swaps. So like I said, man, just get you one. They're fun to drive. Now back to it, so now with the body of the car, as you can see with mine, I do have the Raxium projectile style headlights. Now I really do like the projectile style headlights. They also have the Halo Angel light, and I really do like those. So going around, and by the way, if you notice this color, this is the satin silver color. Now for my wheels, I did also change my wheels. These are, I wanted to stick with the traditional style muscle car type wheel, which is the bullet wheel. Now if you could look right there on the center cap, that is A&M, American Muscle. I did get these rims from them. I think I paid about $1,500 for the wheels and tires. So far, the wheels and tires do have about 15,000 miles on them, but they still look great. And if you like the way they look in this video right now, imagine how they look when they're clean, because these are not clean. This car hasn't been clean, and I would say at least a month now. Where I'm from right now, we're just getting a lot of rain. Well, Virginia, we're getting a lot of like rain or whatnot, a lot of bad weather, so I haven't cleaned it. But moving on. So those are my front lights, and this also is a convertible. Just like I said, it hasn't been clean. It has like, the birds have been getting the best of me. So, and like I said, it's dirty. So, and it still looks good. So as you can see on the back, I also have the Raxium HID lights, in which these are sequentials. And in a minute, I will turn the lights on for you guys so that you can see them. Now, another big upgrade that a lot of Mustang owners like to do, especially like with the V6, even though you don't get as much sound, is the exhaust. As you can see, I only have the one exhaust right now, and I'm not really sure if I'm gonna switch it, but that is a thing that you can do with these V6. So like I said, you're not limited by what you can do with the car. The car has plenty of potential. It is how far does your imagination go, you know? Even like down to, you know, you can get the deck lid, which I don't, the deck lid, and which I currently don't have. You can switch out that center light right there, the spoiler. From the spoilers, you can get, I mean, from the GT350 to the GT500 style spoilers. You can even get them in carbon fiber. And that's even another thing I say about the hood that I didn't mention prior to. But even with the hood, you know, you don't have to keep that same hood that's made out of aluminum, because even with that bubbling, since it's aluminum, it's just gonna come back. Even if you paint it, it's gonna come back. So, I mean, you can also go with like a carbon fiber hood, which that's probably gonna be one of my projects coming in the future, you know? So, I hope you guys like this Mustang review. What am I talking about? I haven't even showed you guys the inside. So let me go around this car. We're gonna get you guys to the inside. And I know, look at her. She looks great. And you know, I just want to say, don't be discouraged, guys. It's the V6 with 210 horsepower, and it's not a lot. But I gotta say, I love this car. I do. Every day I get up and I wake up in the morning, and I have a job where I wake up at 4 in the morning. So when I get up and I get in this car, it just some kind of way every morning just brightens my day. You know, like I really enjoy getting in this car in the morning and, you know, doing like what they call it, coffee in cars. You know, you get your coffee, you get in your car, you know, you hear the little growl because it's a V6, but it still has a little growl, and you get in there and it's just, man, the way it sits, it just makes your day. But now we're gonna get the inside, all right? And we're gonna go with you straight off the first con of this car, which the first con of this car is definitely the door panels. It's just nothing but hard plastic. Now, with these door panels, as you can see, this vinyl that's inside of these doors, it tends to come off. It comes off. It comes off of, I fixed it 2 times, it's came off every time. So that's something you gotta do. I know a lot of people use glue, but really, you really have to like take it off and basically apply a whole entire another piece. All right. Now, depending on the Mustang that you get, whether or not it's a deluxe or a premium, you will get another speaker, in which mine has the regular speaker right here, and then it also comes with the subwoofer. Now with this subwoofer, it is, if you ever blow it, it turns into a really not bad situation, but it's a very limited situation due to it's a subwoofer and the depth of that door is not deep, so they only make like 2 speakers for it. Either you go with the factory subwoofer or you can buy, I can't remember who makes it, I think it's Roster Fosgate, but they do make a subwoofer for this car, but it's going to run about $329 a piece. So that's another con if you end up blowing the speaker. So now let's get inside where you're going to see my wow, I'm going to get her in there, my lovely wife. She just hopped out like she's embarrassed. Look at her. Okay, but anyway, let's get back in this car. Now, as you can see in this car, I do have the leather interior, which is not bad. But what I really do like about this car, so when you get in, it just has that, like I said in the beginning, that retro styling. I mean, how can you not love it? Look at it. It's like, it's so old school, man. Old school muscle car. You know, I got the stick shift. Can't do automatics. Can't do them. Why buy a muscle car if you're only gonna get an automatic? Just go with the stick shift. It's gonna make it more fun. Better throttle response. You know, it's nothing like getting through the gears. Sorry, I'm saying grills. You know, but just getting through the gears. You know, look at the lights. Deep dish gauges. Nice. You got your pony emblem right there in the center. Cruise control, on and off switch for that. Your AC settings. Now, with most of these Mustangs, they do come with the shaker. But now I end up taking my shaker out. Like I said, it's an entire setup with this car, especially like what I said with those subwoofers. It's an entire setup. So if you do enjoy the shaker system, I will definitely tell you not to change anything. It's because it is a system, and the moment you start changing things with it, it just doesn't sound the same. So if you have the shaker system, enjoy it. The only thing that I really didn't like about my shaker system is that it wasn't Bluetooth. And you know, in today's times when you don't have Bluetooth, and I literally went back to like 2005 and I was making CDs. I was literally making CDs, had to get a CD case, and it was just too much. And then it's like when I finally ran out of tracks, I just didn't want to go sit down on the computer and make tracks no more. Are you gonna get in the car? Are you gonna get in the car? Okay, so back to it, guys. So I mean, I'm getting ready to wrap up my review. This is a Mustang V6 review, and if you like this review, please let me know in the comments. You know, subscribe, because I got more content coming for you guys. All right, guys. So we finally reached the end of this S197 Mustang V6 review. If you guys have any other information that you need to know or you want to know, please hit me up in the comment section. Also, one thing I would really like to know, for any of you guys that actually have a Mustang V6 already, or you're looking to purchase one, like what are the issues that you've had with it, or like some of the information you know about it, so that way that we can kind of communicate together and just make everything a little bit better for Mustang users in the future. If you like this video, like I said, please give it a thumbs up. I'm really trying to get my algorithm up. Far away from 1,000 subscribers, but I'm really trying to get there. So also make sure that you subscribe. That's like the biggest thing for me right now, is trying to get subscribers. Even like putting content out. This is on my 3rd video, so it's really hard to get those subscribers. So please, if you like the video and you want to see more information, like I said, I got a lot more dope content coming out, and I'm just starting with the basics right now. And like I said, I'm gonna do more videos. So basic. The more subscribers I have, I feel like the video is gonna get better, because right now I'm still in the learning process of YouTube. So please do that for me. Also, like I said, just comment so that way I can hit you back, and we just really just learn more from one another. But like I said, it's the end of the Mustang V6 review. Always positive vibes, guys, and I'll see you guys later.